Edo.
Just breathe, wait here until you are called. You can do this, it is what you have been trained for. Go well, young warrior. With those words, Master K9 closed the door to the room his apprentice was in to join the elders in the arena. He was not allowed to project any positive thoughts or do anything that could put young David at an advantage. He must succeed or fail of his own accord. More than one life hung in the balance of this upcoming battle, though. If his protege David won the battle, peace would reign; if not, darkness. David was not told the whole story. No youngster could withstand the knowledge. In David's eyes it was a final challenge before graduation from apprentice to master, one-on-one with a pupil from the opposites, unknown ones. Only one would survive. Young David had trained for this moment. He had studied the ancient texts and practiced the techniques. What he hadn't counted on was this sudden doubt in his abilities that had crept into his mind. Breathe, or the enemy has already won. He recalled one of the early lessons: never doubt your abilities or you will be defeated. Breathe and center yourself. Easy, he thought at the time, but not so easy now. The day had arrived when he needed that wisdom. Breathe. David was 7 years old and had trained as a Galician for 5 years. No pizza, no ice cream, not even a bicycle ride down a hill. He had friends but not buddies. Each was in the Galician program because the elders had chosen them. Each had started training at 2 years old. The night before, his friends had found a projector and they all watched ET/MIB, and were about to start on Star Wars, but they got too sleepy. The elders had sent an exquisite dark brown square for each boy which they called chocolate. It left them with a taste for more. Their taste buds tingled with each bite. David made a pact with his friends that if he survived the challenge, he would bring more chocolate to them and on a regular basis. Each friend wished him well and they touched foreheads in a farewell gesture, but they added their secret "you got this" sign, the fist in the palm. Hugs were not allowed. That was only for the girl students who studied in another area. They were all studying the same ancient texts, but they were kept apart so they could concentrate on the texts, and not on impressing young Susie or Jane. They could do that after graduation. Thank you all, David said, hoping that he would see them all again. His heart was filled with happiness as he climbed into the hammock that he had slept in for the past 5 years. All of them had hammocks in the trees. His trees were large Japanese evergreen oaks, magnificent things. The trees provided extra oxygen while the boys slept, and they provided the carbon dioxide that the trees needed. It was a win-slash-win situation for trees and boys. Just breathe. Then he was awakened at dawn and taken to the cleansing arena, hot tubs and cool waterfalls and steam baths in that order. His master could greet him from a distance but could not offer any instruction. The time had come for David to prove himself. A breakfast was provided, consisting of spinach omelet, fresh strawberries, and ginger tea, which would set him up for success as well as be tasty. That day there was a little cream to go with the strawberries and fresh baked bread with butter. As he savored every morsel, David vowed to himself that he would do everything in his power to succeed. Afterward, he was dressed in the colors of honor, turquoise and gold, and led to the site of the battle. As they walked, his master whispered, "Remember to breathe." Now here he was, alone with his thoughts and ready to take on the final challenge. Time seemed to stand still. On the one hand, he wanted the battle to begin. On the other, he wanted to retreat, leave the order, and be a normal boy. He could go fishing, ride a bicycle, play marbles, make roads for matchbox cars in the soil, anything he wanted to without restrictions. Doubt was trying to set in. No. Breathe, Finally, after several minutes had passed, a door opened, and David stepped through it to meet his fate. The room was pitch black, but he got a sense that there were several gathered to witness this battle. It was an eerie feeling not being able to see anyone. Directly in front of him appeared a figure that looked like him in size and stature, but it had a mask and was wearing bright red accented with copper. He moved to the left, the figure moved to the left. It copied every gesture he made. On and on the